Yeah, get over here, Marie, so the camera can get you.
And Marie had camera before they were
You gotta get right where you need to get right. Give it like where. That's good.
Well, I remember it was during the war. That's a long ago.
Which war?
Second war. And we always got a Christmas tree the day before Christmas Eve. This one year, we went out looking for a tree. They were all gone. Papa had no money to go buy a tree. So he said, what am I going to do? I don't have that kind of money. So Papa and I started walking. We went all the way down to Broad Street, New York. On the way down there, we find a $5 bill on the floor. Brown. And on Garside Street, the next Garside. So he's looking all over if anybody paid $5.
Somebody's rent.
We went all the way down to the Lackawanna Bridge on Broad Street.
Lackawanna Place, huh?
And they had one tree there for $8. And Papa didn't have the $8. He says, I'll tell you what, let's go walking. We walked, came back, the tree was gone.
Didn't you tell me there was just one branch on it?
We had no tree that year.
Keep the medic on quiet.
Things never change.
Say that, Rosie?
Papa went out and he bought the Jewish candles. One year. After that, Thanksgiving came, the day after Thanksgiving, we had our tree out.
All right.
But that was sad. You remember that?
I remember also, talk about Christmas trees, I remember that we used to buy when I was little, the biggest tree we could find. Albert would go get it, bring it in the house, it wouldn't fit. You'd have to cut half the tree with the top, and nail it to the floor. We had nail holes all over the floor. Every year we nailed the tree right to the floor.
Some of you guys had to get some serious about the front.
Hold on.
That was
all the kids in the neighborhood used to be out playing.
Right.
And Grandpa used to give us a penny, and me and little Mikey used to have to the stuff with chalk. We used to put a thing on the material, and then we had to put the thing, we're full of chalk, we used to get a penny each. And then we had to carry the shit all through the neighborhood to the old Italian lady. And then we went to play. And Grandpa used to go pick around with his suit, go pick up all the money. Something's very wrong here. We get a penny. Yeah, sure.
Hey, at least you got a penny. I used to come out of the firehouse and come over and have to come out and tell him do it for nothing.
The 5D is all the ladies in the neighborhood used to make clothes, and Grandpa used to make the sew. Listen, my mother used to tell a story. I don't know the story. Somebody has to help me. This is my mother's story. She used to tell me a story about it. There was a turkey you guys had, or a goose or something, and you just wouldn't eat it. Who knows the story? I don't know the story. Come on, Rick, tell the story.
Your mother had to be very young.
She told me the story.
She had to be young. So what happened is, I was in the hospital for 6 months. And I was just turning 8, I think it was. And it was Thanksgiving, so they let me out of the hospital for one day. Uncle Frank got a live turkey, and he wouldn't kill the turkey until I got there. And all the kids got so close to this turkey, till I got out of the hospital, that they didn't want to kill. So you weren't even born. I get home in the morning, and I feel bad, but I didn't know the turkey, but they all knew it.
You know a couple turkeys now.
Your father was crying. And he said, well, we have to. He said, this is our dinner. So I had a chocolate turkey I won in the hospital. And I put that on the shelf, mantle. The stove was underneath it. They killed the turkey. They were crying. They looked and my turkey's melting. Wow, you should have seen. It was the worst Thanksgiving. Nobody ate that turkey. It was on the table. But Mama had soup. She had macaroni. She had everything. Who wanted that turkey? But I remember that. Oh, like it was yesterday. That was
All right, Debbie, you're next. Get on, Deb.
I can't break this out on my tongue.
Deb, you're next. Come on. Come on.
Well, I don't have too many memories either, because I'm still like in the young.
How about your real family?
Remember them?
I remember the jungle.
Yes.
I thought the jungle went so far. The jungle. Mr. Murphy used to pick up the phone, Mr. Murphy. Here's a friend. So when I got older, I went to see that the jungle was only like a little few bushes.
I have to sit right underneath this garden.
Really? Is that how small?
very small.
I know, because now Prospect Avenue was like right up there. It was only like Mr. Murphy from here to there. Right now, it's here, not like that.
Mr. Murphy. It really is that small.
Yeah. Come on, Jerry. Come on, Sharon. Come on.
Jared, remember we passed Garside Street? To go to Bear Stadium from Verona, we had to pass Garside Street. He says, Dad, are we going out of the way? I said, no. Passed the house twice, 2 nights in a row. How's it look, Jared?
Come on, Josh. Come on, Sharon. Super chat.
You got it. Oh my goodness. A lot of I got me for sure a lot of memories that I made here today. Grandma, I remember being with Grandma all the time. She loved to cook, I loved to eat, so that was I remember Carline. That was a big thing when you pulled up outside when we got an apple or something. I remember me, Debbie, and Marion sitting on the porch waiting to talk to the Campbell Tower Chickarelli. Come out with the I remember the hydrant. I remember one incident where Grandma left her flowers and I picked flowers in the backyard. And she came out and she caught me. And I thought she was serious, she was mad. And I used to see Grandma mad. I know. But this was one time she was mad that I picked her flowers. Well, for a whole week, we didn't talk to each other. When I went to walk this way, Mom used to walk this way. And she was crazy.
Remember Grandma used to send me and Marianne to the club to get Grandma?
Yes. Candy machine in the garage.
Who remembers when Grandma fed the plants?
Everything, especially coffee grounds.
That's right. Anthony's next.
Come on, Aunt.
My memories are basic too. I don't remember a lot of things. I just remember everybody being together. I remember the family a lot. I remember myself getting in trouble a lot too. I could always run to Grandma Freda and never get in trouble. She never let my father touch me. She'd say, hey, you touch him, I'll get you in trouble. Always. And I never misreceived the most for some reason, but it seems like it took Grandma Freda 5 days to open all her gifts, because we had to sit and wait for her to open her gifts. We got the most gifts every year. Yeah, it was but that's my biggest memory, especially Christmas Eve. Like Robert was saying, that long table seems like it went on forever. I've never seen a table that long in my life. That was the best.
When we were little, your mom, there was no such thing as I never knew about. When I went to school, I heard the talk about Santa Claus. I used to think Santa Claus was for rich kids. No, what? Yeah. Present on the tree. Never thought yet. Why do
They were the best.
That was the best.
Grandma and Grandma. We had love. We had caring for each other. There were no presents under the tree. There was no Santa Claus for us. I hated it.
Wait a minute, one year there was Santa Claus. When Sonny turned 7.
Yeah, but I was too little.
I know, it was Christmas Eve. All the aunts and uncles were there. Papa brought him a tricycle. And he took the tricycle. Uncle Frank, wait a minute. Uncle Frank went up in the attic.
You mind doing more, Ray? Rick goes with him. Get right in the middle, don't worry about it. So you can hear, can't hear too far.
And he's ringing the bell on the bike. And he has the bell and he puts the bike down the window. Because it was skylight. And as he's doing this, he was so thrilled. Santa came, Santa came. And we're all going, yeah! But we never saw Santa before. But he was so thrilled.
Hey, Ann, your turn. We missed you.
Come on, Ed.
Come on, Ann. Get up, Ann.
One more Santa.
I just remember that. I was an outsider, but we were like really each day we'd take turns. Rosie, Madeline, Antoinette. We'd be in the backyard next door where all these blocks were, and we'd take turns making lunch. And that's how we grew up, just being close like that. And then I remember Jerry. When I first came around, he was like an older me. I had blonde hair, I was young, I was thin. He was a ring bearer. And when he came to our wedding, he gave us 2 nickels on a piece of paper and an envelope. And they said, Aunt Emily and Uncle Mike. And I still have them.
You'll be interested.
And like Alfie said, on the porch at night, that was great. And another thing was Anthony and Michael next door, they painted the backyard next door one day. Blue, I think. just a bunch of things. We were just a close family and we had a lot of fun.
Well, you have a memory, my grandmother. What'd she say to you when she met you? Come on. Come on, get up.
I really only remember her once, and it's true, it was Christmas, so I can relate to the young ones. And I came on Christmas with Alfred, and I think it was just before maybe she passed away.
Yep.
And all she kept saying, nicer girl, nicer girl.
You bought her a present, you bought her a statue or something, because you put it in a china.
Well, I remember bringing her something, but I also remember a bracelet she gave me, and I don't know if she even knew I was coming, and I still have that bracelet to this day. But I think it's just one of those things, the warmth that was there that Christmas was.
I remember she said to me after that, after her whole life, a couple days later, she goes, because I don't know, we were dating, and a few months later, some other girl was there, and she goes, I don't like the other girl. You marry nicer girl. You marry nicer girl.
There are 2 stories that I have to talk about as far as Mom is concerned. Such a loving woman. I show my affection for her. The thing that I remember the most, and they were great toys, was the fact that my family came over finally when Marie and I finally were engaged, and we sat down for dinner. And my father was a fireman, like my grandfather was a fireman, and there was never much money. I think when I became a fireman in '57, we were making $4,400 a year, and that was a lot of money, I guess. But Mama started cooking, and we knew that, there wasn't too much money coming. My grandfather, my grandmother, my mother and father, myself, Marie, and I guess a couple aunts too, huh, hon? Everybody's there. And we're sitting there, and Mama comes out with 1 entree. She comes out with the 2nd entree. And the 3rd entree, and my father's getting uncomfortable. He never ate so much food. The 4th entree come out, He's saying, Bill, I have to go upstairs. My father had this, all firemen have it. You have bad stomachs. He used to go upstairs and he'd come down. He got to the 8th serving. This is before dessert. And everyone, I'll never forget, every meal, everything that was served was piping hot, and delicious as it could be. There was no one in the world who could serve food like Mama.
That's true. The true caterer.
For
The true caterer.
Exactly.
And they're always with a smile.
Yeah, she loved to cook.
But the one thing I remember the most is that one day we were all sitting, I don't even remember who was there, playing poker. Papa was there, my father was there, my grandfather. My grandfather used to smoke a pipe. And we were all sitting there, Albert was there, I don't know.
Who was he partners with?
I don't know whether Mike
Who was he
was
partners? He had to be partners with somebody.
Yeah, oh, he was there. Yeah, all right. And about 12 o'clock, like clockwork, we're in the middle, money on the table, cards all over, in comes Mama with great big pizzas. Right in the middle of the table. And I'll never forget her, you know. And everybody looked at her and they didn't say a word. They just put everything away and they ate the pizza. But those are two of the things I remember.
How about that, Laura, Billy? Denise, you guys have some stories? Come on, guys.
I have.
All right, Laura, come on up, come on up.
I'll say it.
I remember the first time. The first time I ever drank was New Year's Eve in the basement. With a lot of my cousins.
The older cousins.
Yeah, the older ones, not the younger. We were only young. I also remember, since we weren't there all the time, every time I came down, one room would be in a different place, and another room would be wallpaper would be different, and grandma was constantly changing everything in the house. All the time. Just like, look where I got it. The furniture would be different. I remember, I don't know, Sharon remembers too. For Christmas once, we got a chain with a big silver chain with a big elephant on it. And all the girls got one for Christmas. Look, I still have mine. I still have some stuff too. And the earrings from your leg. Yeah, the ones Denise has on. And I remember lining up with the forks for the meatballs. And just waiting. And she donated a million. That's it.
Come on, Denise.
I don't know, Dad. I remember when Grandma had Christmas Eve at our, Christmas Day, she stayed over our house after Grandpa died. And we got her a stocking. Oh, she loved it. She was going through everything, she was crying. And there were silly little things like bathroom, soaps and all this kind of stuff, and she loved it. But going back, I don't remember it too much. I remember always having parties in the back, going there eating. Yeah. We did, yeah, eating, always eating.
Jimmy has one memory.
Give me that. Billy?
Well, one of the few things I can remember is seeing my mother and all my aunts hiding almost in the closet. And then open the door like a My mother walked in choking. We used to run up.
Well, they don't call him out the tip for nothing. He used to tip off everybody. Jimmy has a story.
Well, actually, I got two that I can remember of your mother. And Sharon and I were first date, and she wound up inviting me over. It's on the order of yours. So I think at the time you were dating Al, and Sharon and I were going back pretty long way. And so what happened was, she said, "Why don't you come to my grandmother's for Christmas Eve, I think it was." And I walked in there and I saw the table. I mean, going back like I don't know how long ago, quite a ways, 25, 26 years ago. Saw this long table and everybody, and I just was in amazement, And the second one was when we went to visit her in the hospital, and this is when she got sick, and she was a lovely woman. What I've seen of her and what I've heard of her. Everybody's stories today, and it's good to look back and it's good to see. Because these are two things that I remember. The first one that I just said and this one. And she was ill, and she was in the hospital there, and then I walked up to her, and I was talking to her and everything like that.
We weren't dating that long.
Huh?
She didn't know you that well.
She didn't know me that well.
He was nice a boy.
One thing that stuck out in my mind is when she said to me, she said, "You love Sharon?" I said, "Yeah, I love her. Take care of her." You know, and I always remembered that. And thank you, had that. Good Lord, I mean, I've got the best wife in the world, and for some reason, you know, they always have that old, you know, sense about things, and that's the two things I have.
All right, as long as you remember this, I think she remembered. I remember once we were playing in the yard, and I got my head stuck in the picket fence.
Oh, yeah.
I was down. I'm not trying to knock it, but I'm not. Now my head's stuck in the fence. I'm screaming, I'm dying, and Rosie's yelling, standing there in shock. Uncle Albert comes. He's looking at it, he measures it. I'm gonna go get a store. I'll be right back. Uncle Ronnie comes shouting down with it will never work for me. And I'd like to thank everybody here because we said nobody had money, but me and little Mikey were the spoilers two kids on Garcette Street. We had, as you see the way we're dressed, we had every bike. We were the only kids. We had everything. Poor little Mikey got had to fight so much to keep our toys. There was not left for us.
My cannon. Rosie bought me a cannon in the last
Johnny Rubber.
With Uncle Alfred Jello, I remember when he used to come home from the rock every night.
Oh my God.
He would take me downstairs and we used to watch the late show.
Sharon every night.
We talking about that last night. The Late Show, right?
Let me tell you something. Your father worked every night at the rock late. Okay? We lived upstairs. Sharon would not go to bed until Alfred came home because Alfred was bringing food from home. This is a true story. I used to say, Sharon, it's 12 o'clock. She was 5, 6 years old. No, so Alfred coming with food. As soon as Alfred walked in that door, she went downstairs. Alfred and Sharon used to look at the Late Show eating every single night. And you know how many times she left me and packed her clothes because she was living.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick about Alfred, because Alfred was like my big brother. He used to do everything for me. I had a date with Emily. I had no car. Alfred lent me his car. He had to take a cab up to the rock. So I could go on a date.
How about my father, Aunt Rosie, and Uncle Joe, my other Uncle Joe, in the backyard with the shows?
Mostly Uncle Joe and Rosie.
How about the shows? Tell about some of the things we used to do. We had nothing but
Uncle Joe. Now everybody remembers Uncle Joe. We used to put shows on. Because I'm a ham and he was a bigger ham than I was. And he said, come on, we'll put on. These kids did the hula dances. You were no fag, honey.
No thanks to you, my mother.
But Uncle Joe and I used to have water fights all the time. When we lived on the second floor, he was so afraid to come through the alleyway because he knew he was going to get bombarded with water. One time I did it so much, we had a pool in the backyard. He got so disgusted, he got me to throw a rock pool.
I remember that pool.
The pool, remember?
Al, remember your Ford, Al? The Ford.
What about what Simon said?
But Aunt Rosie was the best. She was mad at Uncle Ronnie. Everything would go out that window. Cheers. The best was Christmas time. Uncle Ronnie would be so busy working at South Hollands at the time. He would take the tree down every year. Tree decorations, everything. Out the window every single year.
Michael Bretzker.
Come on. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael.
I guess the two stories. The one with Grandma that my mother always reminded me of. I must have been about 5 or 6 years old, and I loved to eat. And when I went to Grandma, I mean, the pasta was my favorite. And I sat there and I kept asking Grandma, when are we going to eat? When are we going to eat? And she came over and she put the macaroni on the table.
Please. We lost film. Here's Lex next to the fig tree.
No, Jerry.
The what? The friggin' tree. Emily breastfeeding? No. Hugging the baby? Lex. If I told somebody you're in Italy right now, they would believe it. Oh wait, maybe Hawaii.
No, Tahiti.
Tahiti. Wait. Now Italy.
How you doing?
Okay.
Now Caldwell. Now Cedar Grove. Okay. Here, say hi.
Hi.
Having fun? Is your mom embarrassing you?
Yeah.
Yeah, figures. This fig tree.
Smile.
Yeah, be nice. Be nice. The one at Scott's boat. Be nice to him. He's got a boat.
I already spoke with him.
What's coming up, Lex? Lex, what's coming up?
Strawberry mixers.
Lex! You can't mix, huh? I'm only kidding. I don't know. Where's he going? Jojo! Remember us? Mikey.
I don't know. When does it start?
Susan starts raining, we're going to the beach. We stayed on, we're the only family, we're under the tent all day. We'll go to the beach when it starts raining. That's right.
Educator Rose.
Hey dude, how's the cookies?
She's a young girl.
And it's me.
Hopi,
Yeah.
Tell you what he thought of the party.
Oh yeah, what'd you think of the party, Kyle?
It was great.
It was.
What else?
You did have fun? All right, give Grandpa a kiss.
Grandpa Freda.
Ah. He runs away. There's my girlfriend Megan. There's my girlfriend Megan. Nothing. Nothing. But I won't quit.
Your reputation has preceded.
Oh, you better believe it. They run from me. You guys having fun? How are the cookies? Let's talk to Broken Bread 7 for just a moment here. Hi, bro. I mean, Soup.
See you on AOL.
Let's go in there. Go in your car, go on AOL so I can talk to you.
That's cool. Now we gotta find someone else.
Yeah, right. Guys having fun? Your father's off this afternoon, man. You are speechless. I'm speechless too.
We go on vacation next week.
Wasn't it nice?
Beautiful.
Thank God with the weather holding up. We really were really blessed. Incredible. Yeah, we got a great family. We really do. And it was like this every day when we grew up. It was always everybody.
But never fighting.
No, I don't know how the adults go. I mean, we don't care.
We used to cousins had to stop the adults.
I gotta zoom in the back of somebody's foot. Let's see, Alfred's big. Right, so there's the coffee. Let me get you two guys together. Twins. Are you guys twins? Hold on.
There they are, mother and daughter. Boy, oh boy.
Boy, what a
like
duo. Looking like twins.
Here's my twin.
Oh, get over here, twin. What are the odds of you giving your mother a kiss? Kinlan! All right. Woo! Nice. Man, that cost a lot.
Got that on film. Great.
And where was Cousin Jerry all day? Behind the camera.
Good, just following him around in his shadow.
It's your life, right?
Really? Couple more years.
Oh, enjoy them. Believe me.
Put that thing on. I'll follow my big one around.
Hey, you. Hi. Wow, you're a baseball player? Come here, Corey. Stand right here together. I'll take your picture. Together. Smile, dudes. Get next to your cousin. Smile. Look, Corey, up here. Look. Ah, that's pretty. You guys are cool.
You guys are second cousins, right?